What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Now today we've got the 10th game of the IPL. We are officially a quarter of 70? Wow. Alright, it's 9:30 in the morning and we're doing a math problem. Feels like I'm back at school again. Wow. A quarter of 70, 30, no, that's half. 35 is half. 15? Is 15 a quarter of 70? Look, I don't know. I'll edit that out. That was embarrassing. I hope no school teachers were watching that. But hey, GUJARAT TITANS, they're 2-0. Delhi Capitals, well, unfortunately, they go down pretty comfortably in the end. GUJARAT, of course, it seems like you bowl first, you're a big chance to go on and win the match, especially a lot of these Indian pitches at the moment definitely are favourable to having a bowl first and to batting second. Having a chase a lot easier at the moment, and it's definitely the right call there. They get the win by 14 runs, the GT Titans. Player of the match was none only than Lockie Ferguson, 4 for 28 or 4. He was, best player of the game. He won the game not single-handedly. That's a stretch, but he bowled really, really well and took top wicket. So he just doesn't bowl many loose deliveries. He bowls fast. He bowls short most of the time. I think something he has to work on is obviously that line. You know, he can get quite straight with it at times, and it just gives like a left-hander. The only guy who troubled him all night with the bat was Rishabh Pant really late in the game. You know, bowling to a left-hander, he comes around the wicket and tries to angle it in at their, I'm trying to think what leg, right leg I think it is, try to get that left side of their body, their right side of the body when it's a left-hander. So it's the only guy that really troubled him all night, but he looks great, Ferguson. I don't think he took a wicket in the first game, so I know that would feel pretty good for the big man Fergo, the big Kiwi, to take a couple of poles. All right, wait, did I say Delhi? Okay, never mind. The GUJARAT Titans batted first. I don't know why at the start of this review I said Delhi batted first, because they definitely they didn't. I literally I just finished. All right, never mind. Just forget what I said at the start then. GUJARAT Titans batted first. Wow, they defy the odds of chasing instead. Matthew Wade, look, unfortunately gone for one. It was just the most shittiest shot I've seen Wade probably play in his whole career. You know, I think a shot like that he tried would have worked in Australia. You know, he uses the pace really, really well as a left-hander in Australia. And if that was in Australia and it was an extra 5 to 10 kilometres on that ball, it would have gone for 6 or 4 over the keeper's head. But in India, the ball hits the pitch, it slows up a bit. And I think it caught Matty Wade out. He hasn't played too much in Indian conditions in recent memory. So that, you know, it's probably something that caught him off guard, the way the ball just slowed down, especially in the first over. You're expecting the ball to come through pretty quick from a paceman, especially in the first over, but ball slowed up in the pitch, and Matty Wade just not a great shot, Wado. You're a great keeper, and I want you to do so well for this team, Wadey, but come on, don't play that shot ever again. Shupman Gill, he left 100 out there. He got to 84 with about 3 overs to go. There was 100 out there left begging from Shupman Gill. Really some of the finest cricket that he's played in a while. 84 off 46, 6 4 sixes, strike rate of 182. Just a really great knock. It's great to see the man Shubby Gill back in the runs. And I mean, this is a guy that India would love to see play all 3 formats for them one day. You know, will he get there to be an ODI and a T20 cricketer at the top of the order and be world class? You know, pardon me, let out a burp. You know, a guy when like Rohit Sharma, when Dawa's done, Virat. I'm trying to think of all these top order batsmen, but he's got to be that next guy in line. You know, that when you got guys like Agarwal, Rahul, Shupman Gill, you know, all of these young, very, very talented openers for India, it feels like they're fighting for all these same spots. And I think Gill is at the top of the order with, you know, obviously Rahul and Agarwal, but it definitely helps if you can do this in an innings, especially on a pitch that wasn't exactly this batting masterclass deck. Shupman Gill just played really, really well and played really well to the spinners as well. Vijay Shankar gone for 13 off 20. Why is he? I don't know why he's playing. He's not bowling, is he? I don't think he bowled at all. Never mind, he bowled 1 over. He bowled 1 over, but it's just a useless over. I don't think is he that good that he has to play? Didn't do anything for Sunrisers when he played for them, so what made Gujarat think that they were going to bring Vijay Shankar in to bat at number 3 and bowl 1 over a game like he was going to do anything? He's not that good anymore, and I think it's time to move on. That's just as blunt as I can be. I like to be honest on the channel. There's exciting young cricketers out there who deserve hell of a more chance than Vijay Shankar. That's just, you might think that's too harsh, you might think that's brutal, but what's the point of playing Vijay Shankar? He doesn't bowl well, doesn't bat well. Look, maybe you keep him in. I guess you give him another game as a batsman. But top 3, I would rather David Miller bat at 3. I would rather Tawatia bat at 3. Shankar is not that guy. And I don't think he's been that guy really ever. Maybe early in his career when he was a lot younger and you're coming through the ranks. But is he still that guy? No. Is this the same? This is the Vijay Shankar I'm thinking of. Well, it looks like him. It is him. So... yeah, I don't like when teams like to play their older guys who just really have nothing left in the tank. There's a guy like Suresh Raina who can't even get on a team, who is 100 times better than Vijay Shankar, especially right now. A guy like Chris Gale, of course, not playing. AB not playing either, but there's just Moses on Reeks. I mean, are you serious? You've got Vijay Shankar. I would play Moses on Reeks with 2 fingers over Vijay Shankar fully healthy, and that's just brutally honest. I'll move on from Vijay. Number 4, Hardik Pandya, the captain. Great to see him back in the runs, 31. Made 31 in the first game, I think it was as well. So back-to-back 30s. It's a good stepping stone. Off 27, I think, the big thing with Pandya, of course, is always his body. Can he stay fit? Can he stay healthy? Can he bowl? Can he bat in the top order? Is he going to be the same old destructive Hardik that we know? Now, I wouldn't say he's back to his best at all, but 4 fours is promising. 31 of 27. I thought he hit some nice shots. Just had to do his best to stay out there. David Miller, they need to get him up the order. He is a class batsman. He should not be batting at 5. 20 of 15 off 2. He's a batsman that can bat at 3, bat at 4. He's very destructive and can hit a long ball. So I think Gujarat would love to get him up the order. Rahul Tawatia, I think he's fine where he is. 14 off 8. Abhinav Manohar, 1 off 2, and Khan not out, none off 1. So a target of 172 for the Delhi Capitals. Definitely chaseable. Was definitely gettable. Into the Gujarat bowlers though, Mustafa Fizrahman. Good to see him playing. 3 for 23 or 4. He bowled incredibly well. Opened the bowling, looked really, really good. Shardul Takua, he's just not having a great start for Delhi. None for 42 or 4. He's getting put around the park with his bowling at the moment. He needs to, maybe it's just a few off games. Maybe, Shardul's just charging his batteries, getting himself ready for a big playoff series in a few weeks. Who knows? But, it's Lord Shardul. He can do as many things wrong as he likes. I will still always believe in him. I think everyone will always believe in him. Khalil Ahmed as well. 2 for 34 off 4. Really good. Really impressive. He's had some worries over his, early career. And, it's just great to see him playing and taking wickets and bowling really well. Axar Patel, none for 37 off 4. Just not a great game for Axar. He's bowling. His bowling's definitely a lot better than his batting at the moment. He just can't seem to put too many out of the middle, which we will get to. And Kuldeep Yadav, the man, 1 for 32 off 4. Actually got the wicket of Vijay Shankar, bowled him. It was a beautiful ball. It's so good to see Kuldeep Yadav, Chahal, Navdeep Saini. There's so many others that have come back. Umesh Yadav, of course. All of these guys who have just been doubted, have been injured, have been kind of the forgotten men of Indian international cricket can start in early here in the IPL. I'm happy to see it, especially Kuldeep and the man Yuzi. All right, Delhi Capitals, again, a very chaseable total. Unfortunately, too many wickets, not enough partnerships, cost them the game, and their tail end probably just didn't give enough. You never should rely on your tail end to win you a game, but definitely there's nothing wrong with a few tail enders making at least more than 2 runs, which would be handy, but can't have it all. Prithvi Shaw again, he just can't seem to get going. 10 off 7, Timmy Seifert the same, 3 off 5. Look, two batsmen at the top of the order who love to hit a long ball and can hit boundaries for fun. But I think they've got to change up that top order. I wouldn't be surprised if they bring Rishabh Pant to open. Maybe you bring Timmy Seifert down to number 4. He's batted plenty down the order before. Lalit Yadav, Romvan Power. I think there's guys like that where I wouldn't be obliged to bring them up the order for Timmy Seifert. Look, Tim Seifert's a great opener. He's done it well in his career, but I wouldn't be opposed to a move if I was Daly. Pretty sure, yeah. He needs to get some runs. Mandeep Singh, 18 off 16. He looked okay early. 4 fours. Ferguson just bowled really well. Rishabh Pant, 43 off 29. Rishabh, we all love you. But gee whiz, you get runs and then you just play just a silly shot to get himself out. He just tried to move across the crease, hook it over, and it was just really good bowling and great strategy from Ferguson. Great captaincy from Hardik Pandya. So, shout out to Hardik. I don't think that's been credited enough in these first 2 games, is Hardik Pandya's captaincy. Whether he's getting help from... Well, what other leaders are in this team? I mean, let's think about it. Rashid Khan's definitely a leader. Mohammad Shami's definitely a leader. Obviously Hardik. I mean, Vijay Shankar's been around enough. Matty Wade has been a captain of the Hobart Hurricanes for years. So he's someone who, they've got a lot of leaders in that team. Then you go to, I guess, the Daly team. You've obviously... Who's the leader in this team? Obviously Rishabh. Axar is, Lord Shadul, a leader? I don't know. Kuldeep Yadav, he's not a leader. He's just an amazing spin bowler. So a lot of experience in the Gujarat team. Maybe not as much in the Daly team. You still got guys like Lalit Yadav, Romvan Power, Khalil Ahmed, Tim Seifert's proved himself. Mandeep Singh has... no, not really. Look, I mean, they've got guys who just need to step up. It's as simple as that. Lalit Yadav run out for 25 off 22. Just silly run-outs. Romvan Power gone for 20 off 12. He tried to come in and be the hero, save the day. It just, was too little too late, unfortunately. Lord Shuttle gone for 2. Axar gone for 8. Kuldeep Yadav not out for 14. I mean, Kuldeep, get him up the order for God's sake. Get Kuldeep up the order if he can do that. Khalil Ahmed gone for a golden duck, and Fiz Rahman not out for 3. You see there, 11 extras, 7 wides and 4 leg byes is just, not ideal to have 7 wides. Into the Gujarat Titan bowlers, Mohammad Shami. Well, the Titan bowlers really did put on a clinic. They tightened the screws. And they just didn't really let Daly get out of the blocks. When they took wickets, they brought in the field. They made sure it was nice and tight. And Daly just couldn't get away. You look at the fall of wickets. 1 for 8, 2 for 32, 3 for 34. And then they built this nice partnership here, but then lost a wicket in a crucial stage of the game. Lost Pant at the most important part of the game. And the wickets just get tumbling after Lalit Yadav and Pant, essentially. And they just couldn't get a partnership from Takua or Patel or even Romvan Power, which ends up costing them the game. So 3 of your most experienced players, unfortunately, can't get it done, which is disappointing. Hardik Pandya bowling 4 overs is a great sign, though. 1 for 22 off 4. Hey, great to see Hardik take a wicket. Really good. Ferguson, of course, MOM. He was great. 4 for 28 off 4. Rashid Khan, 1 for 30 off 4. Bowled okay. Varun Aaron, none for 7 off 1. I was surprised he only bowled 1 over. But, I think Pandya lent on himself. I think Pandya would rather bowl 4 overs than bowl, Shankar or Aaron Varun, or Varun Aaron more. What I would do, I would just say to Vijay Shankar, you're not bowling, mate. You are not bowling, Vijay, okay? And then I would give Varun Aaron that extra second over, and then maybe you can take an over off Tawattia and give that to Varun Aaron. I think Varun Aaron is too important to this team to only bowl 1 over. But it's just my opinion, so hey, that's okay. Shankar, we're not talking about him anymore. Tawattia, none for 22 off 2. The part-timers are just not having a great start to this competition. I don't think there's a part-time bowler that is dominated with ball in hand yet, like a Tawattia or Parag or anyone like that. So, hey, Gujarat Titans, they get the win done pretty comfortably in the end. Took those important wickets. We'll have a look at the table. Rajasthan on top. Kolkata, the only team to play 3 games so far. Gujarat's into 3rd. They're 2-0. DC in 4th. LSG 5th. RCB 6th. Punjab in 7th. CSK 8th. Mumbai 9th. And Sunrisers 10th, if that matters. Into the stats. Purple and orange cap. At the moment, Ishan and Butler leading the way in the orange. And in the purple cap, Umesh Yadav leading the way with 8 wickets at the moment. Shami hot on his tail. So are all these guys here. So, hey, that will cap it off They get the win. Gujarat, great win. Tonight, though, tonight is another blockbuster. CSK versus Punjab Kings. I'm excited. Hey, what the fuck? The win probability says 57% CSK. 40... No, we're going to win. We're going to win. I can't wait to get on, make a review tomorrow after a great Punjab Kings win. You can clip this. You can send it to me if it doesn't happen, because it will. Punjab are going to win tonight, and Rabada might take Pfeiffer, and Agarwal's going to make 110. So, exciting for tonight. That's right. I can tell the future. Hey, that is going to cap it off, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.